Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Wonders of Painting. If this is your first time viewing this, I'd like to welcome you in my private studios. But if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. So glad you could join us. Today, I figure we do something kind of cool. I figure we do, maybe something kind of springy. Because spring is almost in the air, and I know how much a lot of people love it. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get going. And let me just tell you what I've done here. You may have noticed, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I have covered this in a thin coat of liquid white. So it's all wet and slick, and it's going to be good for the painting. So today, you know what I think we ought to do? Let's go ahead and start off with just some phthalo blue. Just some normal phthalo blue. I'm just going to come up in here and let's dance in a nice little sky. Just a nice little happy sky. When you're doing paintings that are either landscapes or anything of that nature, it's always good to start with the sky. Okay. And then with that same dirty brush, we're going to go into a little bit of the titanium white, and let's go in with a little touch of the yellow ochre. Alright, now then, let's come up in here and let's just put a few little blotches there. Just make some happy little clouds in our painting. Okay. There we go. Good. Alright, now we just wash off our brush. And odorless paint there. Shake off the excess. And then just beat the hell out of it. Now with our clean brush, we're going to go back up here and we're just going to blend. Just blend a little bit. We're going to blend our clouds, and as you can see, some of them are picking up the phthalo blue and looking really nice too. There we go. Just kind of twirl your brush around a bit. Okay. So now we just wash the brush again. Okay, now, for our next color, I'm going to suggest that we're actually going to do something kind of interesting. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take, let's take a little bit of that yellow ochre and then mix that with a little bit of titanium white and some Van Dyke brown. Okay, now, a little bit of a decision time here that we need to do, and I think what we're going to do is that we're going to make, maybe just a little mountain, maybe just a little dirt plantation right here. There we go. So this is our little dirt patch right here. Wash off the brush. We're going to be washing the brush quite often in this. Okay, now, next thing we're going to do is that I want to bring this sky down just a little bit. So for that, I'm just going to go ahead and do kind of a little bit of phthalo blue and some titanium white. We're just going to come down in here and make it just a nice little sky. Just extend the sky a little bit and bring it down. Just do it. You don't have to fluff it or anything. You don't have to do anything silly with it. Alright. Now, next up, we're going to take our fan brush, and we're going to really have some fun with this. We're going to, let's go ahead and go into a little bit of phthalo green. Mix that with some black. Okay. And you know what? Let's go ahead and put a little yellow ochre in it, too. Okay. Now, decide where this is going to go, because I think we're going to... See, I pulled a sneaky on you. I said we were going to do something like a meadow. We're going to create like a farm setting. So let's start down here at the bottom. And with our fan brush, just layer in some grass. It's okay if it goes over, but we're just going to... We're just going to layer in some grass. We're just going to tap it for this one. Okay, good. Now, with that, with a queen brush, a clean brush. I can't speak today. We're gonna come in here and we're just gonna blend this. We're just gonna blend it, and notice how it's working with the titanium white. This gives us the indication that there are there's a little bit of grass here and there. There we go. Okay then. Alright, now, the next part of this, we're going to now use a lighter green. I think we're going to use some of that sap green, and we're just going to load it in. And now, we're going to make a nice little, we're just going to make some more grass. Just layer in some grass. You know, farms are actually really cool. They help us get our crops, and they're also fun to visit. You know, sometimes you may have heard about Old MacDonald's farm and everything like that. You guys have probably been to one, haven't you? By the way, too, I don't usually like to promote things right in the middle of our painting, but if you guys would like to see this series be uploaded to YouTube instead of BitChute, drop me a line, and we'll see if that can happen. Alright then, rinse off the brush, and now just going to come in here and just blend it out a little bit. Make the grass a little bit neater, like so. Look at that. Ooh, that's actually really good. And see how it kind of eats into that little area right there. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Okay, now we're going to take the little brush, let's see, where is it? This little guy. And we're going to create a farmhouse back there. So for this one, we're going to take a little bit of the bright red, and I'm going to mix that with a little bit of alizarin crimson. Don't use too much of this, because believe me, bright red and alizarin crimson will light your sky or your world on fire. Now, make a big decision where you want this barn. Where does he live? And I think, you know what? The barn side, I think lives, oh, let's say right here. There we go. Bring it up a little bit more. Let's go ahead and get some more of that bright red and alizarin crimson. And I'm just going to come over here, and then we're just going to bring it down. Just like that. We'll come over here too and extend it a little bit more. There we go. Alright, now, let me just wash off the knife. And now we got to give this thing a roof. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a little, we're just going to take a lot of Van Dyke brown. Just really load the knife. Then decide how your roof is going to go. For me, I think our roof, it lives right in this area. See that? There we go. Take a little bit more of that brown. Come back in here. And then just nice and easy, bring it down. Alright. Now with our cleaner brush here, we can start to kind of blend this a little bit. Now it's okay if you have a little bit of blending issues here, because you know what? We can fix that really quick. So basically, we had a little happy accident. So I'm going to take a little bit of that brown. I'm just going to come back in here, and I'm just going to paint it back in. See? You just simply paint over your mistake. Just like that. Or your happy accident. Now down here, it's a little bit tricky. So what we might do is that we might go ahead and grab our little knife, and I'm just going to go back into the bright red and the alizarin crimson. There we go. Okay, come back in here, smooth like that. There we go. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Moving right along. Now, we're going to use our signature brush, and we're going to use a little bit. Actually, we're going to use our number 6 brush. We're going to go into a little titanium white with a little bit of black. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm actually going to make the indication here that this farm kind of has these accents. And don't worry if they're not perfect. Because remember, it's your little world. In your little world, you can look, your place can look however way you want it. There we go. Okay. Alright, now then. Let's come up in here and, we need to do something in front of here. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to take our little fan brush, and I'm just going to go into a little bit, of that sap green, and some yellow ochre. Why not? Yellow ochre is really nice. Okay, now, with the paintbrush sideways, we're now going to do this. We're just going to lightly tap. Just lightly tap. Beautiful. Okay, now, with that same brush, I'm just going to come in here, and I'm just going to make the indication of like a nice little garden area. See how easy that looks? I like farms, because they definitely give us a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff to eat, and a lot of good stuff as well. Alright, now, for one final thing that we're going to do with this painting, we're going to make a little watering hole. I like watering holes, don't you? So for this one, we're going to do something kind of nice. We're going to go into the phthalo blue, and we're going to make that with the titanium white. And now, I think we're going to go ahead and put our watering hole kind of at the back here. And just make a nice little pond. There you go. I'm just going to swirl it around a little bit in there. Now let's come in with our 2-inch brush and blend. Just blend. Blending is probably one of my favorite things because here you can do whatever you want with it. You can blend until there's nothing left, or until the paint marks are gone. Okay. And that's gorgeous. So, we have made ourselves a very nice barn. And it didn't take us that long. And you know what? If you follow those simple steps, and you follow along with me, you too can unlock the wonders of painting. I'm Dr. Detroit, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Until then, everybody, I'll see you guys next time here on the Wonders of Painting. Take care, and God bless.